start by removing the clue from the clue carry bag.
Okay. It's always going to be set up like this for testing. It'll be set up exactly like this when you come up to it. We're not trying to trick you or do anything crazy. It's just straightforward. So we said remove the clue from the clue carrying bag.
Next step is going to be to ensure the power switch is in the off position. You're going to do that by either you're going to get down, look at it, you're going to visualize that it's off, you're going to say out loud the clue is off. You need to make sure you let us know that because that is a performance measure.
Okay.
We know the clue is off, but you need to make sure you say that.
Right. If you take the clue out of the bag and set it down like this with the lenses facing forward and the eye cup facing back towards you, the power switch can be easily located on the right hand side, and it should be pointing down if it's in the off position. Does everybody see that? Alright. Next
step, install the clue battery.
There will be a battery in the bag for you. The battery compartment is right here. To open it, just palm down on this wire lanyard and it pops open nice and easy. Without having to do this number or anything like that, if you just hold the battery so that the connecting port is on the top left of it as you look at it, that's the way it's supposed to go in, okay? And then close the battery compartment.
Alright, for your next performance measure, which is assemble a Javelin, you're going to place the round with the flat sides of the end caps down and the latch assembly facing up. Once again, it's going to be set up like this when you come up. It's going to be already like that. Don't do anything else. Next step, kneel on the left side of the round at the forward end, facing forwards. Again, you already like that when you walk up. Next step, remove the protective covers from the clue. I'm going to go over these next 3 steps. I'm going to say all 3 of these, and then he's going to do it and point out where they are. So, next step after that is remove the protective covers from the clue interface connectors, remove the protective covers from the round interface connectors, and remove the forward end cap.
Okay, so if you say to yourself at this point, caps, 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 you won't forget it. First, the clue interface cap. As you look at it like this, it's on the bottom left here. This little metal disc right here, everyone see it? It just twists and pops off really easy like that. Set it aside. If this were a real round, there would be a corresponding cap right here that goes with this one. There isn't. It's not real, but it's a performance measure, so just pretend twisting it off and setting it aside. Really easy. And then the forward end cap. Pick it up, cradle it, pull this pin out, twist it off. Comes off pretty easy. And
so your next step right there is position the end of the open round on the forward end cap. You just did that. That was part of removing your caps. You set it down like that and you hit that performance measure. Next, you're going to place the round interface bracket in the round hooks.
Alright, once again here on the bottom left where you just took off that interface cap, take these hooks here at the front. They go in there, line it up, slide it as far forward as it'll go.
Yep, and that's your next performance measure right here, which is engage the clue and round interface connectors by sliding it forward and pressing down on the clue.
Snap it down, okay? If you line it up correctly and slide it as far forward as it'll go, it'll get it at the right angle, or when you slide it, slam it down, it connects. If you're having trouble with it, don't just like that, bash it down over and over again. Just compose yourself, make sure it's all the way forward. You can ease it down and press on the release latch, seat it all the way, and let go of the release latch. That works too, right?
Yep, that goes into your next step, which is ensure that the round and clue are connected. You pick it up, give it a little.
Do something obvious for the grader so that he knows you ensured it was connected. Pick it up, shake it. Simple.
Alright, that goes into your next performance measure, which is Charlie, which is power up the clue. Don't get confused if you're just reading through this on your own. This isn't where you turn it on. First, you got to do a little step first. You're going to open the day sight and the NVS lens cover on the clue.
It doesn't matter what order you open these up in. Just open them both up. Usually everybody goes big, small, okay? And there's another thing you can say to yourself here, so you don't forget. Lens, lens. You did caps, caps, caps. Attach. Ensure it's attached. Lens, lens. Open them up.
Next, you're going to set the power switch into the night position.
Once again, the power switch is easily located here on the right-hand side as the clue sits this way. Without having to look down at it, you can just go 1, 2. Night is the second setting. Or you can just twist it all the way till it won't go anymore and let go, and it'll be in the night setting. If you want to be extra careful, just look down at it. Boom, it's in night. There you go.
One important thing to remember is if you're going to put the clue on your body, the clue goes on. You're taking the clue off your body, the clue is off. So on if it's on, off if it's off.
Turn it on before you get it on. Turn it off before you take it off.
Next step is going to be verify the clue indicators are lit. So to do that, he's going to take a good seated position. He's going to pick up the round onto himself and look through the eyepiece, verifying that the clue indicator light is lit. It's a little green box in the bottom left while you're looking through it. The grader cannot see that light for you, so you're going to have to visually, or you're going to have to verbally tell the grader that the green light is lit, you see the light, something like that.
I see the green indicator light.
Yep. Next, you're going to adjust the diopter for clarity.
Take your left hand, reach up here. I'll show you exactly where it is in a second. You don't have to mess around with it. You don't have to actually focus it. Just reach up, touch it, say adjusting diopter or adjusting focus or adjusting clarity, anything like that. We understand what you're talking about. But for your all's knowledge, that's the diopter ring. Okay.
Right there. All right, your next set of steps is going to be to attempt to fire the javelin. You don't have to worry about any of those other buttons up there if you were actually firing a real javelin. We're just going to go through the bare minimum for EIB, which is going to be,
Yep. If any of you guys know anything about this, we know, we're tracking, we understand. You'd mess around with the focus here for a long time. You'd mess around with the brightness and contrast over here. And then you'd be scanning for a long time. Once you think you have a target, you'd hit E-zoom. You're like, oh shit, that's something I can shoot at. Then you'd have to open up the tracking gates by squeezing on that for a second to engage the tracking gates, and then you'd have to mess around with the keypad over here for a long time and get that good sight picture. You don't have to do any of that. You don't have to do any of that. To attempt to fire, all you have to do is
you're going to attempt to lock onto the target by putting your left index finger, opening up the tracking safety right there. You're going to squeeze down on it, and you're going to give the grader the verbal command of tracking, locking on, seeking, something like that. So you're going to open it up, squeeze down on it, locking on.
Locking on a target.
Next, you're going to take your right index finger, grasp the right handle right there, pull down on the right trigger, and say fire, firing.
Fire.
Boom. That's when your time stops for that first 2-minute portion. You have 2 minutes to do everything from taking it out of the bag to go into that first firing sequence. It's a lot of time. Now we're going to move into our